points unknown at other times. Well, that doesn't matter. But the same show, no matter where it is. Chris in Mattawan. What's up, Chris?
Hey, Mike. Before you left, I seem to recall vaguely, you were saying, if you had a platform, you would miss whatever sporting event would be going on.
Big events. Yeah, I agree with that. Yes.
Yeah. So, I'm just curious. Over the past few months, we had the Super Bowl, the draft, we had the start of baseball. What was the one thing that happened that if you had the mic in front of you, what you would have been kind of itching to chime in on?
That's a good one. Well, I think I'm sure a lot of people were anxious for my reaction to the Beckham thing because I've become kind of the guy who was always on the other side with Beckham and always the more vocal critic of him. So I heard a lot about that. And I don't know that I would have weighed in that much on that issue because I'm not sure we knew exactly what was going on there. So I know a lot of people reacted to me about that way. But that one was, like I said, it was a little bit of a non-issue. The Super Bowl really, let's be honest, it just came down to one mistake. Otherwise, it just would have been one of the classic shootouts of all time, and I think Tom would have won it. I really believe that. It's just
Who'd
that, I picked New England by 3. I thought it was going to, I didn't like their defense. I thought it was going to be a high-scoring game. I never thought it would be anything like that, though. The game was just without defense. It was crazy to have a game with those kind of statistics in a Super Bowl. Almost unfathomable to have a game played like that in a Super Bowl. So, I picked it close. Like I said, I took the Eagles with the points, and I picked it by 3 points because I really thought it would be close. And I just thought Tom, was Tom, and that he'd figure out a way to win by a field goal, which is something they've done a lot in the Super Bowl. So it was not, they had done that so many times, won games by 3 points. That was not an unusual call for their Super Bowls, to be honest with you. Sonny in Malvern. What's up, Sonny?
Hey, Mike. Let's have you back.
What's happened? Thanks.
Talk about the Giants. I think Barkley was a great pick for the Giants, but specifically a great pick for Eli. You saw what Fournette did for Bortles. They don't get to that championship game without him. And, of course, with Zeke Elliott, when he went out, Prescott had all sorts of problems. So, great pick. As far as the offense,
I don't think they're going to be used. See, those teams are used to overcome their quarterback's limitations. The Giants will not build their offense that way. They will not build their offense based on their quarterback's limitations. They will build an offense that is explosive and balanced because they have the weapons to do that. So it will be a different way of doing things. Jacksonville, if they had any conviction in their quarterback, would have won that game. They just didn't believe their quarterback could take them home at the end of the game. So they really didn't want to play through him anymore. That's what really happened.
Right. Mike, is Barkley going to be the type of back? I love him, obviously. He's unbelievable. But he does a lot of, sidestep and stuff like that. Is he going to be the kind of back? And I think the answer is no, Fournette, where you're up in the fourth quarter, you can just hand him the ball and run between the tackles.
No,
right?
Barkley is not an unbelievable inside runner. That's not his strength. I'm not saying he's weak at it. I'm just saying it's not his strength. Barkley is a threat to go all the way every time. He is a guy that when you get him in a mismatch in the passing game, he will scare teams to death. And also, if he gets to make that second cut, he'll be able to score on anywhere on the field. I see him getting the ball 5 or 6 times as a receiver. I see him getting the ball 15 times as a running back. He stays on the field as long as he shows that he can pick up the blitz, and my understanding is he can. He's also a fast study. He's a guy without a lot of weaknesses, so I think he will play extensively. I think the thing you're going to have with the Giant offense is, you're going to love their number 2 pick, their second-round pick. You're going to be in love with him because that guy is going to be a road grader. He is going to be a big-time blocker. He is going to be a force, I believe. I think they're going to be much improved on the offensive line, and they're going to be exceedingly hard to match up because they have 3 guys now in their offense who can really cause severe matchup problems. The tight end can. Obviously, Beckham can, and now Barkley can. And that is something where if you're an offensive coordinator, you're trying to cause matchups that really other team can't handle. They can cause a lot of them. That's what big-time offenses do. That's why Graham's always been good. That's why Gronkowski causes so many problems, because you got players who they don't They have the ability to break down defenses because they cause matchup problems all over the field. The Giants now have multiple players who can do that, and that is a big strength. I think that's what Barkley brings, more than just a running ability, is an explosiveness and a matchup nightmare, and that's what you're looking for. And it's going to be interesting, the Giants and how they really deploy and the imagination they show with this offense will be fascinating, because they have a lot of guys who really, when you play and you fool with the pieces, can cause severe matchup problems in their matchups. And that's, having one of those guys is fun. Having two of those guys is a real good thing. Having three of them is scary. And they have three of them. We'll see you tomorrow.